dos grandes obstáculos, nascem a força e a vontade de os superar. Uma força maior que a soma das partes, que desafia a criatividade, a disponibilidade e a solidariedade. Os portugueses, quando chamados a lutar por si e pelos seus, nunca desapontaram. E perante um novo inimigo comum, as soluções urgem e os esforços unem-se. É assim que nasce o movimento Tech for Covid-19. Conscientes de que os profissionais de saúde se encontram na linha da frente, pretendemos, através das mais variadas competências envolvidas neste movimento, apoiar e agilizar o combate a esta pandemia. Em menos de 48 horas, uma conversa informal entre fundadores de startups tecnológicas portuguesas transformou-se numa equipa de mais de 600 pessoas, de 120 empresas diferentes das mais variadas áreas de atividade, com um objetivo comum: unir o talento português no desenvolvimento de soluções tecnológicas que ajudem a população a ultrapassar o desafio do Covid-19. Não somos mais B2B ou B2C. Somos H to H, human to human.
Hi everyone. I don't know if you can see me. Well, usually we are not doing this kind of events online, but it's awesome to be here and try to help you out with your pitch and with your startups. The video before is amazing. It's a movement that started like a week ago, where a lot of guys from the community, tech guys, since tech from management, marketing, and started with like 12 people. Then in one day, it jumped to 600 people, and right now there are more than 3,000 people. It's amazing, and we are also helping those guys to get things done, as used to say in Silicon Valley. So my name is Sandro Batista. I'm one of the directors here in Portugal for the Founder Institute. The Founder Institute is an institute based in Silicon Valley. Started 10 years ago, but let's get to the point of the webinar. Well, today we'll try to help you to make the winning elevator pitch. So the first rule of doing a pitch is do not be afraid to share your ideas and your opinions. Most of the guys that come to me and say, well, I have an idea, but can I trust you? Should we sign NDA or whatever? And well, don't be afraid to share your ideas. That figure that some of the guys are thinking that are the idea stealer master plan. I will steal your idea. I will make billions your idea. Well, most of the times that doesn't exist. You have an idea. You have worked on your idea for a lot of days, weeks, months, even years of your life. And you are executing your idea like Steve Jobs does, like Elon Musk does. Well, you make millions your idea. No one will try to steal your idea because you are too advanced for that. So don't be afraid. Most of the times, ideas don't matter. Execution does. The best executors never stop getting feedback. And all the feedback is helpful. I'm a little, harsh giving feedback, and because I'm always very honest, give feedback to someone that came to me with their ideas, because that is very important. If you share your idea, you will get feedback, you will improve your idea, you will get feedback, and it's like the cycle. And every day you are executing your idea, and for sure you will get success, or you will pivot your idea to a successful one. So don't worry about people stealing your idea. If it's original, you have to ram it down their throats. Probably you know Howard Aiken, one of the computer's pioneers. But get to the point of the webinar. So the elevator pitch. Well, you know what is an elevator pitch? Do you get on an elevator and do your pitch to someone that you don't know, and you pass your message in a successful way? Well, I will try to give you some tips on that today. Well, it starts to be the purpose of the pitch is brevity and clarity, and this pitch will come out of your mouth hundreds and hundreds of times a week, because you will need to pitch that idea or your solution or your product or whatever to a lot of people, starting with your father or mother, your grandfather and your grandmother. And you must know what you are speaking and be very, very clear, very sharp. As Einstein said once, if you can't explain it simple, you don't understand it well enough. So sometimes some founders try to get their idea explaining like 1 minute pitch, that it's a lot of time to pitch your idea. And they try, well, I don't have the time, or I don't have the resource, or my PowerPoint went down, or whatever. So shit happens, and will happen a lot when you most need them. So just explain it simple. And the elevator pitch is for that. In a simple phrase, you can give your idea and to someone that will give you feedback, will help you to construct your idea, or even help you get fund for your idea. So how do you explain it simple? Well, in the Founder Institute, you probably heard more methodologies. In Founder Institute, Adir Resi is our CEO. He was the roommate of Elon Musk when they went to college. They started the first business together. It's like an amazing story. They started, they need some money, so they rent a house, and they started the first bar together to get money to go with other ideas. One of them was the first company before SpaceX. It was the first company with Adio and Elon to try to get rockets into Mars. Like it was like 15 years ago or something. And Adio, after a few exits of the 9 billion or whatever exits, he started the Founder Institute 10 years ago in Silicon Valley. And they are trying to help startups in an early stage phase to get into the ecosystem and to get to create impact in the world. And they start up with this methodology that we call the Startup Mad Libs. This is a format methodology that is try to help anyone to create an effective elevator pitch. So we will go through this. And after the webinar, I will share some resources that you may want to go. And if you have time, and a lot of us have time right now doing this pandemic that is occurring all over the world, to get our idea out of our ads and get the things done. So this is the startup Mad Libs. It's like pretty simple. It's like probably if you are looking at this now, you'll try to get your product here, and probably you could do that. It's very simple. It's like when we do the things simple, the outcome will be huge. So it's very simple. It's like this. It's one phrase. My company, the name of the company, is developing a defined offering to help a defined audience to solve a problem with secret sauce. It's pretty damn simple. It's not rocket science, right? So let's start. So what is, or how do you define your offer? Well, again, be very clear and very specific. Like, what is your offering? Are you doing like a social utility, like for COVID or Corona-19? Like, in other words, like what can be a social utility? It can be like a regional gas or electric company. These are social utilities, right? So probably you are not building a social utility. Probably you are building like an e-commerce site or something like that. Be clear, be specific. A social utility can be a lot of things. So be clear and specific. Another thing that I hear a lot, and most of the mentors and the guys that are giving feedback to, and even co-founders and things like that, and the guys like that, are like buzzwords. Well, I'm doing a blockchain platform or an AI platform or whatever. Please don't use buzzwords on your offer, because no one cares about that. There are some fundings, VC or whatever, that are looking for specific solutions in some tech-related areas. But if in your pitch you just say that, like, I'm doing, like, you already lost your audience. Please don't use buzzwords like, well, I'm doing a mobile social CRM. Well, what is that? Probably you don't know even what is a CRM or what is mobile social. Mobile applications probably is already social. So, well, this is for small business in India market, or, well, get it? Like, I'm doing a mobile application. It's simple. Keep it simple. What you are doing is a mobile application. It's not a mobile social CRM. Please try not to use adjectives. Well, a lot of us, like 90% of us or something like that, love the Steve Jobs presentations about the iPhone and things like that. But in a one sentence pitch, please don't use that, because if you say that you are doing like a revolutionary service, are you doing what? Are you fighting the power? Are you, well, it's that revolutionary. It's like, well, probably it's only a backend software, right? But it's a backend software that will solve a problem with something special. So just do that. Just say that. It's not like, well, this is very amazing, very awesome, very boom, blah blah blah. That adjectives that most people use a lot of time. So, getting back to our example, like my company, Socialist or whatever, is developing an e-commerce site. It's simple, right? Now, for who? What is your audience? Well, first of all, try to identify demographics. Who will use your product? Well, now I'm doing something for women. So I'm doing something for female consumers. Whoa, amazing. But Are you targeting half of the world population? Probably not, right? Probably you are not doing your product for all the female. Probably you are doing your product for mothers, and not for all the mothers, for mothers aged from 24 to 36, for instance. Look at the market. Look, who, how do I fit my product in my audience? Where is my audience? Specify your market. That's very, very, very important, because if you get to an investor saying that your product will it's for all the female consumers in the world, it's like, okay, you didn't study your market at all. So please be specific. Like I love art, and I love music, and probably you can see that on my back. I have the books, and I have the records on my right side. And well, I will do some platform for artists and musicians. Well, probably not. I will not do my platform for all the piano players and all the jugglers or whatever. Probably I'm doing my platform to unsigned electronic bands, and that is my target. I will not look for every artist in the world. I'm looking for these targets, and it's good to have this very, very specific. Just to clarify the buyer who will buy your product. All the females, all the artists will buy your product. Well, most of the times I hear, well, my product is for large businesses. Okay, but will Microsoft or Google or whatever will buy your product? Because they are large, they are very, very large businesses. So be specific again, like, well, I'm not targeting large businesses. I'm targeting the CEOs of Fortune 100 companies. It's different, and it's achievable. Like, large businesses is what is, you cannot define that, right? So getting back to our example. Right now we have my company, Socialist, is developing an e-commerce site to help young mothers. And what is the problem that my e-commerce site will solve for them? Well, anyone should be able to understand the problem. Because if the people don't understand your problem, maybe it will be only your problem, right? And probably is not a global problem or a problem for the young mothers, you know. So keep it simple and sexy. Everyone should understand your problem. So I will. This is a statement that I have a company on my own besides Founder Institute. I have a business consulting company here in Portugal. And one guy once came to me and said, well, I have an amazing solution that will decrease latency across CDN servers and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, what is a CDN servers? I don't even know what it means. And the guy started to, blah, CDN, well, I know what is CDN, I know what is a server, blah, blah. And started, and okay, so I will, well, I call you later. But if the guy came to me and said, well, I have a solution that will improve network performance for your clients, then, well, it's sketchy. And okay, maybe it's a problem because some of my customers have some performance issues. So, okay, let's talk. But it's different when you do an elevator pitch, like the first, when you try to catch the attention from someone. It's different if you start with this kind of talks or try to make it simple. So, going back to our example, like my company, Socialist, is developing an e-commerce site to help young mothers shop for baby products at wholesale prices. Simple, right? We are helping young mothers shop baby products at wholesale prices. So this is very simple, but well, probably there are a lot of companies doing that and a lot of platforms. So we need our secret sauce. How we differentiate from the others? What is our secret? And platform unique. What is your secret sauce? Why is different? Again, you should be very, very, very specific. Probably your e-commerce site, it's very easy to use. I hear that a lot. Well, my like a different user experience or is a customer experience. Very, very, very easy to use. It's pretty faster than the other ones. Well, so what? It really makes a difference when someone tries to buy something. Well, if the platform doesn't work, okay, but that is different. Like, how much is harder or slower than the other ones? It's like 1 second. It's like, well, probably our secret sauce in our example is like an automated ordering for diapers and other common baby products. This is our secret sauce. Be specific, right? Well, sorry for the. So in this example, it's pretty damn simple. It's like my company, Socialist, is developing an e-commerce site to help young mothers shop for baby products at wholesale prices with automatic ordering for diapers and other common baby products. It's simple. Do you want to talk to me about this? Let's talk. Another example, for instance, for the Founder Institute itself. Like my company, the Founder Institute, is developing a training and mentoring program to help entrepreneurs launching a new startup create meaningful and enduring tech companies. And what is our secret sauce? With shared equity that encourages peer support. Well, probably don't have this secret sauce in the other programs. Well, for the live, it's done. I will share after the webinar. I will share links with you. If you go, I will share a lot of the links with you, and if you want to go to our website, you can. We have a DNA entrepreneur exam if you want to take it. This is paid, but since you have been in the webinar, you'll get a code to do the exam for free. And the idea is to decode the founder DNA. You do your predictive admission test, and then you'll get your score about a lot of topics that makes you ready or not to be an entrepreneur. Another links that we'll show also we'll share is like the startup Mad Libs format. Today I only presented the elevator pitch one, but of course that after that you need to do another kind of pitch, like this is the what we call today the elevator pitch today. It's a 1 sentence speech format. After that you will have other guides to do the 1 minute pitch to investors, and other guidelines. This is everything that is here is it's open to everyone. So I will share the links and also the slides that some guys are asking me in the questions area. And ultimately, if you want, you can just do your pitch in Mad Libs and send to me, to us, and we'll get a feedback in a call. Well, hope this webinar it was good for you, and give good tips for you and in your startups, and hope to hear from you as well, and keep the good work, and hopefully if you have some time to spare, please help the communities that are trying to change the world and to fight this pandemic that is affecting us all. So thank to you all, and see you soon.